Hello, my lovely listeners. Welcome to the House of Tarot. Today we're doing a general reading about anything the cards want to tell us, anything the cards want us to know for this week, for this month, for the month ahead, for any zodiac sign, however this suits you. If this reading found you, this is your reading. We're going to go ahead and get started with our stained glass tarot deck, and we're just going to go ahead and start with the overall message. And we have the Five of Wands. So conflict, the Five of Wands is about conflict in our lives, kind of working things out, going through things, butting heads with somebody. I'm sensing this can possibly be a group, a family, just kind of butting heads with different dynamics in your life. I'm feeling the need to say that there has to be some kind of cleansing moment in your life, whether you have to approach this situation, you have to be there in the situation where you don't want to be, but there's something conflicting that you have to be there for whatever reason that's personal to you. I'm saying that there has to be some kind of moment where you come back to yourself, center yourself, ground yourself, detox yourself, just any modality that you can think of, whether it's making a tea and kind of cleansing yourself that way, or doing a meditation and cleansing yourself that way, going outside, walking barefoot. There has to be some kind of cleansing moment because something you're facing is part of your journey. You have to face this. There's no way around it. Whatever it is that you're facing, for my dear listener, I feel like it's just part of the journey, but there is a point where you have to cleanse yourself to better live your life out, better enjoy your life shortly after. So you only have to live this part of your life for the moment. And I feel like it might be often in your life, like there's just a time that you always have to go through this thing, but I feel shortly after you have to cleanse so you don't carry it for too long. I'm gonna go with the tea leaves. We have a wall, a misunderstanding. Again, there's something being, I feel like it's talking to a wall. It's always hitting some kind of like wall, some kind of big thing that I don't see a compromise ultimately coming from this, whatever it may be that you're going through. I don't see somebody kind of folding. I don't see any kind of bending. I see a breaking point where it's not right away. It's sometime way in the future, like where you don't have to deal with this any longer, but there's some kind of breaking point. So for now, it's always some sort of misunderstanding, this miscommunication. We're going to keep going. We have a gong, an exciting event. This is possibly something you discover from this, like some kind of event that's discovered, some kind of modality, something that's very exciting to you, some kind of ways to cleanse of this misunderstanding and constant arguing. I see this as kind of part of the journey as it is, just this constant misunderstanding, this constant arguing, and it's possibly by bringing two groups together. So this is two families coming together, two groups together, two opposing sides. It could be politics, it could be anything, but it's like two opposites that come together and they have to coexist. There's some way people have to coexist in this way, and I feel something exciting comes of it, some kind of moment for yourself, some kind of learning opportunity, some kind of growth factor. We have an axe, forces working against you, a not unsuccessful plan, so one more, and a casket, someone going out of your life or the end of a situation. I feel like the only way to come into full circle with this misunderstanding is when you guys are finally out of each other's life. I feel like you guys are really trying to make it happen where you can kind of have the other side see your side. They want you to see their side, just things like that. They want you to fold into their existence, whatever this may be for you. I feel like they want you to change yourself to fit their picture, to fit their existence. And the only way that this is finally going to come to an end is when you guys are finally out of each other's lives in some way where people have moved on in a very existing way where they kind of let it go. They do not want this kind of unity at some point. They don't want you guys to be so intertwined together, so knotted together. So I feel like a lot of things are getting knotted up for the time being, where you guys are just really trying to create a space where you both can exist at the same time, and each group wants the other to fit into their bubble, and it's just not going to happen at some point. So we're going to keep going with the reading. Let's get something from the recent past that happened. We have judgment. You could be judging them, they could be judging you, somebody in your life. There's a lot of judgment going on, a lot of like, do it my way is better, my way is the best way, my way is the only way. So a lot of judging factors. This could be also in politics, just judging other people for their views on things, on politics. This judging, just a lot of judgment. And I feel if you're doing the judging, there's some kind of point where you want to turn it back on yourself and enjoy your life, enjoy yourself. I'm seeing also with the where we were at with the exciting event, but also the cleansing, kind of cleanse yourself of this judgment, of this kind of judgment running through your body. If you're feeling judged even by them, where it kind of gets to you like, oh, why did they say that about me? Why are they thinking that about me? Kind of make sure you cleanse this out of your system, because that's kind of running through your body. It's running through your vessel and your system. Okay, let's get some subconscious. What's kind of swirling around in your subconscious? Oh, we have really strong cards today. So we have the sun, something being illuminated to you. I guess a lot of aha moments is also what I'm getting. You're getting a lot of messages, a lot of aha moments, a lot of growth, where you used to see somebody in a certain way and you're going to start seeing people in a different way. Like somebody used to fit this picture perfect mold for you, and by getting to know them more and by having these kind of conflicts with them, I see you start seeing them in a different way. You also start seeing yourself in a different way. Possibly something no longer worked for you. Something was no longer part of your existence on this earth. So something subconsciously that changed between two groups or between you and somebody else. This could just be even slightly lower to just two people where you kind of saw them as a certain way. You possibly saw them so big and grand and important, and at some point you started seeing them like, wow, so and so is not so important to me, or so and so, you know, they just don't have it for me anymore because of possibly things change between you. So something being illuminated to you in that way. Also within yourself, seeing how strong you are, seeing even good things that you had for yourself that nobody ever told you about, or kind of things that you thought were wrong because somebody might have put you down for them, but it's actually some part of your strong point, some part of your ancestry, even something that was given to you and you could be proud of. So something really beautiful being illuminated for you. Okay, let's keep going. Something for the near future for a dear listener. We have the Knight of Wands. I'm seeing action will be taken, some sort of action within you, within this person, within this opposition, some kind of actionable moment where you kind of take charge over your life, you take charge over yourself. I'm seeing a lot of commitments kind of ending at some point. So whether this could be with a breakup or just some sort of commitment where you thought that you were tied to this person, you thought that you had like a soul tie to something or someone, and at some point the commitment has to come to an end, but it's on your terms. I feel like you kind of find the strength, you kind of find the timing, the strength, the moment where it no longer serves you. All this kind of, I got the word riffraff for some reason, whatever it may be, whoever's kind of pulling you down, just people that don't know how to behave, or somebody that doesn't know how to behave themselves. I feel like on your terms, you're ready to say bye, you're ready to let go, you're ready to move on from it. Let's go ahead and keep going. Let's take a card for the you. Oh, we have the moon and the sun. So a lot of things are coming to a light. Something's coming to the light moment where you kind of get to see this in a microscopic telescope. You just kind of really get to see everything. This is with yourself. So something within yourself, just how strong you are, something that shaped you, something beautiful. Also appreciation for yourself. I'm seeing you appreciate yourself a lot more. You appreciate somebody in your family a lot more. Just something about possibly the way you were raised, and you have appreciation for it. Something that you never thought of. So a lot of illuminating moments for yourself with the sun, for your subconscious, and also with the moon. Just a lot of growth is also what I'm seeing. So really possibly take the time to reach out to your source, to your universe. Just kind of put the thing in front of you. If you have to read a book, if you have to kind of have coffee with somebody that's just going to say this beautiful one-liner that really changes your life. So really being open at this time, some moment to really be open to different things. Let's get something that's stopping you or some part of your fears. We have the Three of Pentacles. Possibly not wanting to share with somebody something. I'm seeing what could be stopping you or some fears is having to share something with somebody, having to share even something very personal with somebody or something that bothered you, but for the fear of how they'll take it, how they will react to you, how they'll treat you afterwards. So just being careful with sharing something. This could also be kind of sharing a plan that you have, sharing some kind of new idea that you just don't want to hear the feedback for it at the moment. So really being careful with this, holding it with yourself, being able to hold the energy is really healthy in a sense that nobody gets to taint that energy. And it's not so much in a very secretive manner or you don't trust anybody. It's also being able to hold that type of energy. It's beautiful energy. And sometimes by sharing and letting it out, you kind of feel like it's just gotten a life of its own, and being able to process that energy and hold it within your body and just keep it still. It's a really beautiful moment for you is what I'm seeing. Let's take one final card. This could be our outcome for this entire situation, just some sort of message. I'm going to go ahead and go with this card. We have the Four of Wands, so a beautiful relationship coming from this. This beautiful relationship could even be with yourself, because we had a lot of self-improvement moments in our reading on our journey today. But this could also be with somebody, just somebody coming into your life that really fills the space for you, that really kind of balances you, it stabilizes you. I feel like once you're stable within all this situation, all this conflict, this kind of time where it's just getting out of hand all over the place, I feel once you kind of stabilize yourself, or you come into the routine of stabilizing yourself, whoever you're with will really be able to admire you. And if this is the end point, the person that kind of leaves your life, whoever drops into your life is really being able to appreciate you. So you have to do the work is what I'm getting at the end. You have to do the work for yourself, because you're going to attract that. You're going to attract all the work that you put into yourself. You're going to have it attract and reflected right back to you. I'm going to go ahead and go with one message card. Ooh, I'm going to go ahead and take that one. Okay, let's go ahead. Humility. Flowers are unaware of each other's beauty. They bloom regardless. So that's quite pretty and fitting for today's reading. So this was the journey I took you on. Please just take what resonates and leave the rest. I do offer readings at the House of Tarot.etsy.com, so come visit me there. And with that, I see you guys. Have a great day. Bye-bye.